Hey guys, Null Puppet here, and today it's time for another series. This one's called, There's Nothing Better Than This? Question mark? Alright, let's talk about a fan favorite from 14.
It's 15!
Fuck! Now, since this game came out internet centuries ago, I'm just gonna assume that everyone who wants to know the ending has already seen it. But just in case, massive ending spoilers are ahead. Hey guys, editing Puppet here. And, if you'll notice, there's a weird hair loopy that I got from trying to fix my hair, and it stays for the rest of the video pretty much the whole time. Oops. Don't pay too much attention to it, but if you noticed, put in a little comment that, hey, I noticed that too. And it looks fine, buddy. Alright, back to the video. And believe me, this game is worth more than my opinion. So if you don't want to be spoiled, click away now. Alright, now that those guys are gone, let's talk about the couple of things that you're already thinking. Coolest moment in Undertale? I bet you're gonna say the funny Sans fight. Well, let me tell you a story. Back in 2015, I was in my freshman year of high school, and a girl I knew was playing Undertale on her laptop in the hallway. When I looked over and asked her, she told me, "You need to get this. It's my new favorite game." From her, that was high praise. So I say, alright, I'll bite. What's it called? Undertale. But here's the catch. Don't look it up. Just play it. And that was where it all went wrong. See, dear viewer, I listened to her. Far past what her instructions told me to do. I didn't read the description of the game. Let's pull it up. Yeah, I didn't read that. All I saw was that it was an RPG. And I was a kid. A know-it-all, rig-the-system, sniveling little kid. And so, when I saw a leveling system in an RPG, my genius brain decided to grind. Oh, and how smart I thought I was. I even exploited the game so I could farm encounters in this very tomb. And I was proud. That is, until I hit this. And I thought, drats. Foiled by a game developer. Surely that won't happen again, but they've got me here. And so I continued on to kill Toriel and feel awful. But that's the game to me. It's meant to make you feel bad. This is a game where you are the monster. Ah, yes. I'm 14, and this is deep. So instead of stopping, I did it again, and again, and continued to murder until I hit the hollowed halls. There he was. Me Gunner. Well, not at the time. At the time, he was a nobody to me. I saw him once and killed his brother. Whoops. And on this quest to be a monster, I knew what I had to do. Fight like adults. What a boring start to an easy fight. Well, never mind. Hold on, is that Homestuck music? I gotta look this up. Oh man, Toby Fox made this and... Oh. Oh no. I did this wrong. I'm sorry. I wasn't clear. There's been a huge miscommunication. I'm so sorry about your brother. Oh my god. After all that? Yeah. Yeah, Sans. We can be friends. I'm so sorry. I'll spare you. Mercy. Please. I'm really sorry. Oh, send Papyrus my regards. And that was my first playthrough. I'll admit, I screwed the pooch on that one. Does that answer your question? The one that I started telling before the story? Anyways, now you are probably going to ask a follow-up. Well, it's got to be the Azrael ending then. That one's real cool. And yeah, it is real cool. The whole fight is cool. From the psychedelic colors to the multiple phases to the feeling good about saving everyone mid-fight and just having a grand old time. I don't really have a long story to tell about this, but I feel bad not really padding this out. Short story shorter, this isn't my favorite, but there is one more final boss in this game. Omega Flowey. This is the best fight, but not for the reason you think. A lot of Undertale's gameplay is taking a base idea, a turn-based bullet hell, and building on it on new and innovative ways. This is seen in every fight, but really shines through on the bosses. Most of the bosses fully change the way you play, which keeps it interesting and awesome. I mean, Papyrus and Sands turns it into a platformer, Undyne makes it a cardinal shield, Mettaton gets shot, and even lesser bosses, like the Dummy, change the attacking from your turn to the enemy's. And every time you finish, you think, this is it. This will keep changing and growing and getting cooler and cooler. And then you hit the Asgore fight. And you're sitting there as he removes your ability to leave. And you think this is going to be the most insane, crazy subversion of the formula ever. And it's not. It's a great fight, don't get me wrong, but it's the normal bullet hell stuff. Nothing really new. Then you finish it, and it's over. Never mind. It's kill or be killed. The real subversion was the first final boss. And then you get to the real fight. Flowey. I mean, at least it's just Flower. I mean, it can't be what the fuck. What the hells? What? Huh? Excuse me? This fight fucking rules. You've got crazy assets, and suddenly you're collecting hearts, different music, laughing lasers, and the piece de resistance, using your own mechanic of saving and loading against you. It looks cool, it feels cool, but to me it is the perfect next step in the gameplay. Every fight builds and builds and builds upon itself and creates new interesting interactions or mechanics. And this does just that. Sure, Sans may be a difficult and fun fight. Azrael may be a great ending to the story. But Omega Flowey has to take the trophy of the greatest feeling fight. For a more direct comparison, the Azrael fight has you talk to the members of the cast and make them remember who they are and such, and then dealing with the traumas of the past and everyone's happy. This leads to a narratively satisfying ending. The Omega Flowey fight, on the other hand, has you in what feels like a different game entirely. No breaks, just figuring stuff out as you go. Crazy bullet hell? Alright. Oh, cool, the kill button, I use that. Then you get a warning on that TV screen of a soul, which you immediately recognize as that's what you've been in control of every battle. And it gives you a bunch of knives. Knives? Oh, like the first weapon you pick up. Then you act, another button you see and instinctively maneuver to. And then they become bandages, like what you started the game with. Tap shoes, old notebook, frying pan, gun. All things that you, the player, probably have seen and used. Is this fight narratively satisfying? Yeah, sure. But is it satisfying gameplay? You bet your sweet bippy it is. So, now that you've listened to me ramble for quite a bit, I think you and I both know the answer is obvious to the question, what is the coolest fight in Undertale? It's the Sans fight. Obviously. Holy shit, it's the Sans fight. Of course it's the Sans fight. This damn dude counts your deaths. It counts them. He counts them. The second time you fight him, he tricks you by not doing the same monologue that he does in the first one. He zips, he zaps to and fro, and dodges your attacks. That's so cool. And narratively, he's protecting his world. His plan is to demolish you into submission because he knows that you get to do whatever you want. So maybe, just maybe, with all of his strength, with 100% of his effort, he can stop you to save everyone. He has to live with the timeline he has. And you've ruined it. So he's gonna bite and claw his way to change it. And then it ends on a new way to play! By not playing on the enemy's turn! Of course it's the Sans fight! You fool, you... And that's subversion. Goodbye.